Alright, this is Town Dog. I'm back with a little flight and flight simulator X, and I'm gonna try to do a little flight of my little 152. It's a pretty little plane, really nice. Let's see if I can get this thing where it'll move. For some reason the screen ain't moving because it ain't selected. Alright, there's my little 152. Of course, TD10 is Town Dog 10. There's my little plane right there. It's a 152 Cessna. Big skier, high wing. Not a whole lot of power. Getting out of these little places in these mountains sometimes a little risky, but we're fixing to try to get out here. I'm sitting up here at Sky Ranch, just outside of Tyson, outside of Knoxville, Tennessee. I'm gonna take off here. This is where we landed once before in this. This is probably a Tennessee hop, so it's going to be. If I barring we don't have too big of an interruption and mess it up, we're going to try not. Anyway, what we come down to it, I'm going to leave here at Sky Ranch. And I'm going to leave out on the rail of 065. There's a VOR at Tyson called Volunteer at 11640, and the rail out big 0165. I'll be looking for another little VOR, which is low altitude. Now Tyson's high, Volunteer's high. The little VOR that I'll be looking for is called Holston's Mountain, and it's 114.60, and it's low altitude, so about 50 miles all to reach. We gotta get pretty close to it to hit it. We'll be leaving out. Hopefully that radio 065 will find it. We're going to try. And now this is done by charting off the map and GPS in a Flight Simulator X just off the screen, so it's a little difficult to do and get it right. And we'll be leaving that on a rail of 234. It'll be 22.6 miles to a little place called Decker Farms in the mountains of Tennessee, down the valley. And the Decker Farms Airport is TN003. It is in a little town called Jonesboro, Tennessee, which I didn't even know it was, and I live in Tennessee. We've been using Jonesboro, Arkansas, and here we are. I think go to Jonesboro, Tennessee today. So this is what we're going to try to do. Now, if I can get this thing started, we're going to try to get underway. Like I say, we done did a little walk around here. That's a pretty little plane, and like I say, it flies real nice. And of course, got all my equipment in. I'm definitely IFR qualified in this plane, and we're going to see what we can do with it. Now, first thing I need to do is get in the cockpit and see what we got. See, there's a nav 2. There's cockpit 2. My mind won't even work. I'll take another nap today. That makes it tough. And there's 3D. Then 2D. That's what I was trying to say. There we go. Roll it out like it right there, which I don't use it. In this plane, I don't need this as much as I did in the others. We may use a little landing. But I'm going to go back to this one. This has got everything I think I need on it to get by. Now, hopefully this thing will crank without acting plumb crazy. That's right for that. There, and we got power switches here. I think I got a primer right there, and then I don't know of anything else. We also got a fuel switch somewhere that it must be on right there. Okay, that should do it. Let's see what we got. Go off with this first so we can get both magnetos. Man, I have no fuel either. I ain't checked that. Oh yeah, I hadn't checked the fuel. There's no fuel at this airport, so we should have a plenty. I'll hit 70-something%. That's my look. Well, I've also been in and out, though I don't know what it's got. I'm going to take a look to see. Well, we got right here. It's right here. It's supposed to tell me something. Well, the light alternable power on. I turned these on, but not this. Why didn't that come on? Trying to do without that. We've been too far. We won't need it now, probably. Nothing right there we won't need today, I don't think. I'm looking for, I don't see any navigation light switches. They're not on. Nope. I'm gonna turn them on with a hotkey. I thought sure all the switches are right there. Let's try something else. One more thing. Before we get plumb up. I thought I saw one somewhere here a couple of days ago. Carb heat. We don't use that. All that needs to be on. So don't leave that on. That's the same thing as that. If that's on up, must be on, so down. Thought down was on. That's not. Brake. Alright, we'll leave that out for now. I still want to see a the swore there was a switch here for somewhere. Well, let's just do it with the hotkey. That button right there, I believe, will get me some navigation going. Let me get back in here first so you can see it come on right there. Hotkey right there. That's what I was trying to get on. Should be another switch on that panel too. Yeah, I've also saw something move. Nope, nothing moved. All it moved was just the lights coming on and things lighting up. Okay, that's it. We ready to find us a runway. And I'm gonna get outside the plane. It'll be easier to find the runway that way. Alright. I'm gonna do like I always do. Everybody else does a little different, but this is a short runway too. This is in between, I don't know what river this is up here, Knoxville, but the river runs sort of over into this runway. So now, go back into here. Let's get in there and then we'll worry about everything. I could prep first. Let me prep first. Let's get this up, which we got one in front of us. I'm gonna leave it up. Get rid of that. Got one right there. I'm so used to using them, I don't even look for one on the panel half the time. Now what I want to do is go VOR out of Tyson. Out of Sky Ranch to VOR out of Tyson is 11640. So right here. I'm gonna drop this down and use this one. 11640. There we go, right there. Bring it to the top. Bring this. It's already on. Let's set it on the ground here. 640. That's on right there. Now we'll be going out of a radio from here on radio 065. I said now. I hope that's good enough for us to find what we're looking for. But we're going to put that right here. 065. Right there. We got these here, but also got these over here. These take place to them in my book. Now, we got that. I'm gonna get to. I've got to get pretty high because this mountain's pretty tough over there. Coming back into the other one, so I'm gonna get about 4,500. Try it. That should give it clear everything pretty good. We'll check, but don't. We'll try to climb some more. That's got all that. This right here. I want it runway heading until I get off the ground. That is not necessarily runway heading, but it's way I'm setting before it's right around. Now, let's got all that and let's get us out of here. I'll put my little book down and I'm gonna get into here. See if I can get to where I can actually see down the runway. Hold the brake. Fuel. Flaps are full. There we go. Let's get on the air. It's just going to be easy enough, I'm sure. I haven't set any trim. I'll give you a little bit of lift trim here. Then I'll rotate right along there, which looks like it's going to rotate on its own. Now I start easing the flap back down, and it will have a tendency to want to go back down. Because I ain't got one without enough speed. Like I went through the trees in my video. What's going on here? I know what it is. I'm pulling, I'm not letting the trim do it. The trim do it. There we go. I didn't have enough trim, or just didn't want to start it out. Come on now. As soon as I think I got it, it drops down again. I'll have what I want in a minute. Oh, that should be good enough for right now. It goes right back down. Come on, get off. Alright, we're going to pull this one up. We're going to give it that for altitude. One-way heading, which is roughly where we're already going. And then we're going to set a little airspeed. I'm going to give it 110. That'd be probably almost max. And we won't, let's make it 115. Be about max this plane anyway. And this is where we're going to be going. Well, like I said, we go back to 3D now. We off the ground. We don't need this one. This is navigation. What we're going to be using most of the time. And right there, the switch I look for, I believe, right there. Anyway, I didn't say move over there. Well, might not be. There's no tips on this switch. It's going to tell you. Now, let's see. We're going to line this bar right here up on the way out. So let's turn into it to the left this time. Coming to the left. We're going to come around till straight out the yellow bar plus 20. Right along in there is what we're going to go through. This green arrow needs to be behind us before we do anything else. Actually, I don't need to be that much. Let's come back to straight out the yellow bar, or almost out the yellow bar. I'll keep this green and photo on that side for a few minutes. I don't want to get too far on it until it gets behind us. It'll be behind us pretty quick. We took off right beside the VOR, so it won't take long to get it behind us. Well, we're climbing out at 2,500, 2,400 now. And we're headed on that heading we're talking about. If we get in here, we'll have to use pop-ups. This is the seatable, actually. I got everything I need except these. Put the car again. I hope it don't get too bad. We'll put that right there. We'll put that up here all the way to shield. Good mount them there, good. Probably wouldn't let me in here though. 3D, 3D not mounted in here because it won't let me. There we go. Let's try it right there to get the windshield more clear. And that panel is already a panel anyway. Now we're flying out. We're 3.6 miles off of the VOR Tyson, and there's a VOR pointing straight out. So we'll be right off in that area there somewhere where that green arrow pointing. Now we're going to try to make this little flight. I don't know how long it'll take. Pretty little while, I imagine. It'd be nice if I get my view just a little higher. But wrong direction though. Oh, this is. I love it. This is multiplayer. Everything wants to work a little different. Wrong button anyway. Get this one right here. I could use this right here to get that back where I had it. Go along there, and Boeing guys just fired a flight simulator. He probably won't come down in the back room. In the window back room. It's not recording window, so he might. He won't do anything wrong. He just has to speak. Now we're got that where I wanted. I really was trying to get this right here. I want to get the view That's not it. One more time. From right here. I'll get that where I can't see as much column, less column you see, the more you see out the bottom of the windshield. More column you see, more you see out the top of the windshield. Now I can take this right here and bring it back down. There's a little bit right there. When you're landing, you see the ground better right there. And if you can't see over the tail guard, you can see more of that and you see over better. Here we shouldn't need. I still like the other cockpit better. Let's try that. Pull this stuff here back out. Just can't see much of the terrain in this cockpit. We'll make it outside in a minute. I'm going to see where I'm at first though. We're passing the VOR at Tyson. We're down to like a mile and a half from it. And it's off down a little further to the side. If we go back to here, now it's, well, one of these tell me, this right here tells me, this right here, it's a 45-degree angle from my seat. So right over next to the windshield in this area. This is where it's at. Need to pull around. Maybe we'll pull around off close to the wing. The wing would be right there. When it gets right there on that streak, so straight off my left wing. We're topping out, look like at 4,500. Nose is coming down, we better be topping out. Make sure my flaps are all the way up. They weren't. Now the flaps do so much in this plane that it makes a difference in the way it. There you go, the trim is picking it back up, and now we got it. Oh, we should have had them up. Rest way up quite a while back. Now we got them all the way up. And I want to get this bar over to here and straight out, but that's not quite as much of a necessity as now we're just 9/10 of a mile from the, but it's behind us now. We're moving away. We passed the wing and it's behind the wing from off the corner of my tail wing. It's 1 mile away now. We're moving away from it. Now we can start working on this right here. So if I come that way about another 5 or 10 degrees now, and let's get a few more miles here if we can before we get too tight here. Hold that right there. So I don't know how far this really is. I really don't. I've never checked it or how long it takes to get there. What we do know is we want to get the next VOR ready. So I'm going to bring that up. Right there, the next VOR is Holston Mountain, and it's 11460. Actually, it's not a high altitude, but it should probably be 60 miles out before you get it. Get to 60 or closer, depending on the altitude and a few other parameters. There you go, 146, 146. As soon as I get this, see, I done crossed that. That was, I got too big a hurry, really. Just so close, it didn't take much to affect it. I did do a little further out. If you try to lock too quick, it won't fly. Not even close to straight to the city. So let's get a little further out before we worry too much about that. Turned into it too much. That's not a bad mistake to make. You got to know when you've done it. And I know I've done it. I can come probably another 3 degrees this way or 4. I'm going to stay right there. Work toward this bar now real slow if I can. Don't want to go way back across again. I want about 10 miles, close to 10 miles here, between 8 and 10 miles here, or something like that. Let's see the bar moving already. Maybe it's going to be too big a hurry. Let's go back this way. 1, 2. I don't want to pass by. I don't want to get 8 or 10 miles here if I can. Don't have to have. I could do it quicker. 5 would work, but that's the wrong button. This one. Keep bringing it around. Like so, we'll go into that. The VOR is well past the airport we're going to, but I've got to get up close to it in order to come back to it. Or I could go into it backwards. That would get me there before I actually get to the VOR. I checked it yesterday. Out of the VOR, 234. My pen just quit right, did that yesterday too. That thing. On the same thing, I have to write that same number. Quit right number. 234. I put this yesterday and put it in my book for a keeper. That's a navigation world. But anyway. And if I want to reverse that, I subtract 180 from it. Should be exactly what I'm after. 4, 13, 5. And it'll leave me 054. It's an index. So if I reverse, if we pick it up quick enough and reverse this right here to, well, right now we're where we want it. If we go to set later, it would have been, we've got to use that there to get me into the signal of the other one. Once we get into it, we can reverse to 054, and I won't have to go over to the OR and catch it going in, still out. Same thing. If you get on it before you get within 22.5 miles, 22.6 miles, you're flying to the airport and opposite end. It's not runway heading, but it's just only all about 20 degrees. So it goes across the airport. It's the only way you know the difference is where you're at and distance and angle. Other than that, you have no idea which airport it is. That's getting closer there. I'm going to come back this way 1 or 2 more. Toward, I'm going back exactly on that. Straight into 065, 065. Now, hold that right there and altitude. Now, we got some taller mountains up, so I'm not real sure about that altitude. Seems like we had dust here, but nothing out here over 3,000 except that another area where it does look taller than looking at it. The airport's at 1,500 and something. I didn't write that down a while ago, but I got it on yesterday's book page. I didn't put it on the third page, altitude. Altitude's 1,505 on page yesterday. Yesterday for what it was. We're gonna see if we can get this little flight in here. I don't know if I can put that. I need that return manager right there in this cockpit, but probably won't let me resign the gas already. So I'm pretty sure I can move some of them around. Kind of the layout of them. Oh. Good. Sound good either. Now, we're fixing to start squawking now. I'm going to go ahead and lock onto that bar. That'll put me on that right there and let it fly my plane a while. It'll go a little bit crazy, but it still won't fly on the out leg from Tyson or Volunteer VOR. Now, let that fly the plane. We won't go back where we have that much. I'm going to switch this right here and I'm going to set that right there so it'll tell me when it comes on. Now we can, as we go out across here the ways, stop and use the GPS to see where we have to. That's not out of the question, but it's not something I really want to do. BW Woody and TUD J Jokes look like to me. Anyway, somebody in here. I worked on a video today, trying to get it edited. One little, I'll put it back up without getting it out too, but one little piece in I wanted to take out on kind of, I had to stop in the middle of the video and check some settings, but I had no idea. I had forgot how to operate a piece of equipment within the game. I had it where I could do everything except the crane. I couldn't get the cable going down. I knew good and well I was supposed to do it. And really, I didn't even try the mouse. I tried all the keys on the board and I didn't try the mouse. The mouse wasn't done it. But anyway, I just looked at that thing and studied it and I found it. And I was right in the middle of the video and I thought, well, I'll just clip that from the boom to boom. It really wouldn't be much of a change. But take all that out and look more, the video would look a little cleaner. and it was not show my mistakes, which I don't mind showing mistakes that bad. But I cut that video and took that out under editing. First, I've only done a very little editing. I just started here a week or two ago. But I cut it and took it out, and the sound moved to a wasn't tracked with my video. And for YouTube, the sound is on the same track as the video, so I don't see how you can move the sound within the track. It might be possible, but I couldn't find it on what I was using. But the problem wasn't where I cut the video. It ain't as if I cut the video and not the sound. I did cut both. But when it processed through the recorder, through the processor, it took out another place way earlier. Something happened to the sound. It moved it. And I did it probably 5 or 6, 7 times. I even went and tried to clip that part because I thought, well, when it's processing, it's taking this video, and since the video looked like staying the same, it's taking the sound, part of the sound, had something wrong with it, and it compressed it, made it smaller or something, and moved all the sound over, which made I could fire my gun. And about half a second later, it fired. If you're running or walking, you fire and turn, make about 2 steps, then the gun go off, which you already shot. And the sound would go off. I never did get it right. I tried. The video, the way it came out raw, the sound's right all the way through it. But you run it through that editor, and the video, the sound would come out wrong from that point on exactly every time. That's not even where I was cutting it. I was cutting it way on down in the video. I could see it doing it when I cut it, but not there. I tried, and I never did get it right. But I even tried to find a way to move the sound and realign it. Couldn't do it. Just wasn't lined up with the little actions. And I even went back and said, well, there's something wrong with that sound there. And it's good on the raw video. It's good before that. It's good after that. It don't change it except when I run it through the process or the editor. Or what they call it. Anyway, when I render it, that's when it would change, not before. It'd still be perfect on the screen until I rendered it. When I rendered it, it would change. And I rendered that same video today about 4 times, taking about 1.5 hours each time to do it. And it never did come out right. And I even went in and said, well, if that sound's got something wrong with it there where it's compressing itself when it goes through, if I clip that video and take out that scene, it's about 10 steps of me and 2 shots of the gun. And I was trying to save the shots of the gun, but between the time I come out of the basement and walked about 10 steps and fired the gun, it was off. In the basement was right, out of the basement was wrong. So I clipped it, I climbed the steps, and just before I fired the gun, I clipped it again and took that piece out, which I thought would take out the bad sound, take out the bad picture, and be right. Same thing exactly. I went back and I cut it again, cut more and more, thinking it'd be a little bit quicker, a little earlier. I never did figure it out. I quit. I don't have the video up on YouTube, took it down, I put it back up with the mistake still in it. It sounds right because it's a raw video. Anyway, that's my explanation of today, except for I went and mowed for about 2 hours. About 5 acres. And that's my day. The rest of it, me flying this plane, and we can actually go outside and look at a little video, little scenery. This was 1 hour after dawn when I started the video. We started the simulator today, before I go. And it's going to be real early morning. There's a little plane cruising along at 4,500 feet. I see an airport out from me, which I'm not sure which one it is. Knoxville, probably back young, we probably had Knoxville quite a while back. Knoxville's just barely outside of the airport we left out for. I do believe that probably, it looks a lot like Knoxville. If so, Sky Ranch is still, I believe that's right too. There's Sky Ranch right there. So we made that little loop turning around. We're just now getting back there. That looks like Sky Ranch sitting right there. If so, if that's Sky Ranch there, I'll be talking, I would pay attention to how far it went. because this plane don't get in no hurry. That would be Knoxville, Tennessee. So that's what we're going to call it at this point, because that looks to be right. So I thought I had flew further than that by now, though. But I'm only doing 110. I made a big circle out behind the VOR. And when I passed the VOR is just outside of from Sky Ranch and Tyson. I should still be able to see Tyson that way too. Is that Tyson up in there? I can't tell. If that's Tyson, then the VOR would be right about along here. But I passed it a few minutes ago. Far enough, I thought I'd pull up and I still feel like I am. I may be talking myself into something wrong. Yeah, it does look like that. Laying alongside the water there, it looks a lot like Knoxville. But I see how far we are out of Tyson, I can tell you that. Out of the 26 miles out of the VOR, which should put us past, well past that. That shouldn't even do that. In fact, they'd get over probably more before we came from than what we're looking at. The VOR on the other side, it would have to be behind me, straight behind me. So that can't be what I'm talking about. That can't be that. I sure don't believe it. Let's go to the GPS and look and see what we got there. KNOR. Change this color here. Back it off. KMOR. That's not Knoxville, huh? Trying to get where to see behind me enough to see. There's a VOR right there. So this is not Knoxville. This is over here. Knoxville back in here somewhere. You know, I see it on here. Let's get the line up there. That all. That's Tennessee line. All right. Okay. We're headed up into here, and I was hesitant about using this to see. I'm headed pretty close. This is the VOR we're looking for. This is the airport, but this is the VOR. Actually, I wouldn't name the airport, I named the VOR, so I missed it by 5 degrees or so, about 25 and 10 degrees. That's not enough to hurt you. We'll pick it up at that. This right here says it's not on yet, because I don't know if it's got DME or not. So since I'm in here, I really check that. That's not Knoxville, whatever it is not Knoxville. You know what I've been in. So Knoxville is Tyson here. Tyson right here. And here's this, and there's these Sky Ranch right along here. And there's put Sky Ranch is inside the circle from. So I go right there. Right there for Sky Ranch. That little offset is inside the circle, and Sky Ranch sits in it. They got their own little airport within that. Way out, blocked out. And so we're up to here. We're almost a third of the way. We're looking for that VOR to come on right there. So once we get it on, we're going to try to come in backwards to it. I could fly to it. I may go across it and I'll come back anyway, just to be able to do both ways. But anyway, we're not worried about getting there. We're worried about finding it. How quick or nothing. The video don't have to stop. It can keep going as long as somebody don't come in and do something. I need to stop and do something. I will. But I don't want to have to try to fix the video because I had trouble enough with the editor already. There we go. Our little segment. We have just picked up our VOR we headed into. I'm going to go back into the cockpit. This one this time. Get rid of that. Get rid of all that. We don't need none of that. We don't need that fuel switch either. Let's get rid of that. Oh, wrong button. Where'd it go? Right there. Now get rid of regular stack right there. Now that is this one right here. 1460 is talking to me. Move this to 1460. That'll bring this one on. I want to move this now to what I said was see my book again. My little plastic protector for. Alright, we'll be headed to Decker Farm, and it's a little place called Jonesboro, Tennessee. From here going in, it'll be 054, which is only 10 degrees different what we got here. We're not locked on that at this point. Lock this, and I'm gonna make this, in fact, it just locked onto that. Move this to 054, and since I've already, this is gonna be 22.6 at the airport. I'll probably fly across to the VOR and come back to be able to do it both ways. But now we could go to here. We use this outside till we won't know. Then I can. Right, there we go. Use these outside here. Since I'm always using outside, I'd rather have them here where I got them laid out in their main layout. Now we'll use them outside. This is DME off the airport, off the VOR, and we'll be on DME of. I thought that took over, it didn't. So I need to turn into that bar. I'm going to turn about 56 degrees into that bar right there, which is across this right here. So I'm going to cross over the VOR to the other side and bring it around to this radio before I get to 22.6. Actually, I want to get it by 32.6. Give me 10 miles to play with it to get ready. Just fly across the airport, go up toward the VOR at that other airport, and turn around and come back and land at the airport probably. Tennessee hop, the navigation around Tennessee. Using VOR electronic. You could do this slowing around fogged in where you can't see just as good as you can here. You don't have to see the scenery to do it. You don't have to have landmarks until you get within sight of it. Then you got to be able to see the airport. That's the only thing you'd have trouble since there's no electronic on the airport. You couldn't go there far. You fly across it, you couldn't stop. Okay, we still see this is way over here. We crossed it real heavy. This is about 54, 60, 6 degrees past 60, and 60 is here. Got to come down almost right there, be 5 degrees past 60, just past that. This needle got to come down to there. The faster I get over, the better off I am on this for navigation purposes. I keep turning the wrong one. I want that on 50 for fuel, and I want this one here. Over here, another 5 or so. Faster I cross it, faster you'll get to it. I've got the heading bug flying the plane. The localizer is waiting to take over when I get in line and get the bar right. When the bar gets right, it'll fly itself into that airport through the back door this way, that's what I call it. I'll be going in on radio to that VOR at Mountain Who, Holston Mountain VOR. I'll be going into it or radio 054. It's still coming out from it the way I had it laid out on my book. Check the terrain around us. See if it's getting to the mountain. It's getting taller over there. Over there too. We're going to be in the mountains. Actually, maybe them tall ones we're in front of us there. I'll be in front of them when we get there. May even have to go up a little bit. I don't remember what the altitude is. I went the other day. I might have climbed to 6,000, I don't remember. I started off 4, so I might have climbed. Well, I know I went to 45 at least. the airport from up here doesn't look like it's in the mountains as bad as it does sitting in the airport. Because the airport where the plane sits today all day long is on that airport. I moved it to Tyson to fly it back to it. Or I moved it to Sky Ranch just outside Tyson. So what we got down on the ground? Oh, just a bunch of farmland. Just farmland. Not important. But as we started depth, that's beside the point. Now, that video that I put up was another Half-Life 2 Part 5 I put up today. The fifth section I got in. I didn't do a long session, but I did it yesterday. Tried to do that editing all day off now and then to get it right. Give up, quit, put it back on the raw video. I'd rather have the raw video and have all the sound off on it. The mistake, just a mistake that everybody makes. I might not always show it, but it does happen. Because as long as I play the game, I couldn't remember how to operate that piece of equipment. And you don't have to do it but once or twice the whole game before you have to do something like that. I just told it. If I could have it rolled over the screen, I didn't see it. It come up on the screen when I got up in the crane how to do it. I actually didn't see it until after I watched the video. So you tell everything you didn't know. I know it tells you all the other parts that I had to use a button for. I knew pretty well knew which button was to check them out they worked. But I couldn't figure out how to do the other part. And I went to the keys and spent a few minutes looking at the keys and button settings. And I finally spotted what said mouse 1, mouse 2 for primary uses. And I figured that's what that dude was. I had to use crane for a couple of minutes, 5. Move stuff around. I got that up on YouTube and I'll have it under the Half-Life 2 playlist if I hadn't already got it there. I think I've already got it there. Put it up, I didn't check all that, forgot it up. When you first put them up, go watch them right then, they'll be clear, it's fuzzy. I guess they're still processing after a while, they'll clear up a whole lot. When I first started, I was putting them up and taking them down because it wasn't clear. Thing sounds I wasn't waiting long though. Take about 30 minutes to an hour, they'll clear up a lot of times. The big video could take 2 hours. For them to get through it, be cleared up. But it sure cleared up a lot. Alright, let's see where we at. We're 47 miles out. That'll be 22.6. I'll need to be on this line before the end, which I'm trying to do it in a few minutes. I said I want to be about 37, 38 miles out where I want to be on the line. And it looks like we're going to compensate where we're going. Another 3 or 4 miles, we should be ready to turn. Turn on that end of that VOR. Like I said, I'm going to go fly across the airport, go toward the VOR there to the airport. Tri-Cities and turn around and come back to the airport from that angle. I don't decide to stop for some other reason but then. Boring guy, he checked in, checked out, he didn't come down. Yankee come in. That was fun. I missed him. Oh. Yankee ain't been in a while. I missed him. He's probably over the other place. I could go check on that if I get a chance. If I see him, I will stop and talk to him. Yeah, right in the middle of the video. He's one of those members that used to be here all the time, and since he got to where he's working so much, he don't have time to do his flight simulator, but he still does a little, I'm sure. But we got so slow with things going so slow that he just only had a few minutes to spend. There's another guy that has a special flight 2 or 3 times a week, and they try to make that flight him and both does. It's on a different simulator, different group. And the group was not one that I would ordinarily just go fly with. PC7 there. Substitute. I don't know what that is. This thing says still too long in one place. Through the day, it's kicked off about 3 times a day. Stayed up all night. I think it stayed up all night and went down there before I got up this morning. Before I actually got in here, but I had already seen it was up. Now, what we're looking for now is this bar right here at the mech center. It's already started moving. When it makes center, this light will go out right here. Or this light will go out. That'll be flying the plane. At that point, we'll be ready to cross over the airport, going to the VOR. Hopefully, I'll get close up to see if this angle. I believe we will. We will be dead on it, but I could be over there. My calculation works right. It won't be. But I flew it yesterday and we're just fine the other direction. There's no reason why backwards wouldn't. The bar's coming down. Oh, we're 44.8 miles out. We're still 7, 8 miles further out. That's when I wanted to actually catch her. I don't want to catch him later than that because I'm playing. Somebody will catch you 50 miles out. Too late now for that, but I want to be 10 miles to know the plane just do its little turning and straighten out. I don't want to be trying to turn, have to guess it which airport it is because we're not over it. Hopefully this right here will work. What I think I'm going to do to make the plane fly, well, let's see what it does first. We got plenty of time. I can make the plane straighten out and fly a little bit straighter than it ordinarily probably would. By slowing down a little, drop the flaps 1 layer, the plane will become a little more stable. And the autopilot will become more stable also. We have already turned into the bar, but turned into this, but this bar is not lying, but the plane itself is flying the bar now, not us. Oh, what I want to do, that's going to be right there. I want to bring this around to the top. So if I decide to use the bar to fly the plane, it won't be all so bad. That's right there, is exactly what I want. When the bar gets right, I may just kick over and fly it until I will. At 22.6, we're 10 miles out. That 20 miles out right now. 20 miles out right now. We're getting up here toward these mountains, but we've already, like I say, it's in the mountains, so it's going to be up in there. I have to watch our altitude here. I've got a altitude watcher right here, which is probably going to tell me I'm tight. See, it's pinging me. I'm going to climb another 500, even though I think that yesterday I climbed to here, but that's pink and red, which means I might not be clear. And we're headed to a VOR up in here. I thought that was it in here. We're headed to 100 miles, 50 miles, 40. We're headed right there. Right there's the VOR we're headed to. It's outside most of these, so we got these right here to mess with. And the airport we look for will be in this yellow spot here probably. But we do have this content with here, so we're going to watch it pretty close. I hope we don't get up until we get home. It shows good we're going to turn away from it a little bit in a minute because the wrong side of them. Same thing here says we're going to. Try to get over on the bar a little closer here. And then we'll just set back over on the heading bug and turn away from these things a little bit. But it should turn itself, but it might zigzag until somebody stabilizes it. But I don't have to do it like this like this right here. Let that bar get long to the mountain stay. They're not bright red, they're pink. That means I'm probably clearing them 1,500 feet or 1,000, but closer than it needs to be. Something where maybe tall, but I'm not saying I'll get quite that far. But I could turn now, actually, I think I'm going to. And give me about 4 degrees toward the bar. 40, 50, 54, and 58, 4 degrees toward the bar still. The bar's almost perfectly lined. I'll give it a few more seconds, we'll bring it on back around to 54. Now at 4 degrees, it might lose the bar instead of gain on it, depending on any wind or anything. So I don't think we get any real wind. 49% fuel should be a plenty. Even the cloud back. Now let's try to see this right there. There you are right there where we're headed into. The airport we're headed to is a various strip, which may not be on here at all. TN5, TN3 what it is. No, that's 3 I believe. TN3 right there. So then right there at the airport we headed to. I'm gonna fly across it and come back to it. So I'm headed straight into it now. And only using electronic. I'm not really flying by GPS. I was eyeballing it, but I'm not. I did turn on count of it. I turned on count of the mountains. But even with that, I was getting pretty good shape. Get rid of that, so we're getting out of the fall mountains now. We're still trying to offset that bar a little bit. Not quite lined, but it's getting better. Let's look at these mountains a little bit closer. See in this section what it is. No add-ons, no nothing. Couple of extra planes flying right there. Multiplayer planes. I believe I've slipped on that and got farther away. I'm gonna go 2 more degrees away from it. So I want to pull it's extra to it. Away from what the VOR is. I gotta get that line, that bar. Looked like I could probably come back down at 500. Now we picked up a while ago. Right there. But he's back down there. A little bit. But nowhere close to these mountains. Long that bar don't pass center. We're alright. I want it close to center as I can get it really. I'm using this 6 degrees. The wind may be pushing a little. I have to crab into it. Plus I'm trying to gain a little also. That's 2,500 off the mountain. That's 4,500, so the mountain's 2 feet tall. 2,000 feet tall. 2 feet short. My distance is 32. It's just under 10 miles up to the airport that we're headed to. Bar. It may be it's so close it don't matter if we can see it closer or not. But I'm wanting to get it closer and I don't want to crowd it because do a lot of pace. I'm Looks like I'm gaining. I am gaining. I'm going to come back the other way now. See if I lose this ground once. I'm close to no, so I don't want to pass it. What I'm talking about is the fact that that bar is becoming a single bar instead of offset there. Now, 4 degrees, most of the time 4 will barely hold you again the wind, whichever side you got your wind. And these planes 2 to 4 should hold you. And if you gain on it in either direction, just go right down the middle of it. That's what I'm going to do if it gets any further. I'm almost ready now to turn it right on the head at 4 degrees. I'm going to come 2 more back. I don't want to lose at least 2 degrees offline. The 29, the 22.6, the 29.6. 7 miles out from the airport that we're headed to. I'm gonna pass it and come back like I said, but I'm gonna drop down another 500 or so. We'll make it. I think we stand to get 1,000 feet down. We gotta climb back out there probably. I don't know, but the DOR's out away from the mountains. They're in front of me, so I can even go to the DOR. It shouldn't be any problem at this altitude. And the airport we're looking for is about a 20-degree angle, and it looks like right there might be it. About a 20-degree offset from where we're flying. And we're still on the line with exactly what I said. We're 5 miles away from the airport, 5.4 away from the airport. Exactly 5 miles down from the center of the airport. Now that's going to be it right there. We found our airport coming in the back door. Let's go up to the VR and come back in the front way. This way probably uses the land, the mountains. It don't look like it's a mountain, but it's pretty steep right around it. You get on the ground, you can't see out of it all. It's like a bowl. We're getting down now, looking at the mountains again. Now I'm making the mountain look taller so I'm coming down in them. They're still dropping down. Now I'm not going to go straight across the airport. I wish I had it, but it's alright. We're heading like this right there. We're 5.7, 2 to 3 miles out of the airport now. That's what it is right there. That road goes right into it, so we can drop down, hang on right into it if we want to. But that is the airport right there that I was looking for, and I'm going to cross by right here pretty well on it. This bandwidth on this VOR, when I broke this measurement down, I was dead center of the airport. Looked like looking straight down here. Now it's got me a little bit to one side. Could be a wind or whatever causing me to get there. The bar looks good though. It actually shows me maybe a little further over that way to get the bar right. But that's all right. As long as we get this close to it, you got nothing to worry about. And that's 24, 23, 1 mile now. For my measurement that I put on it. This is also a check for my measurement that I'm doing right now. Airplane just spawning on the airport. That's kind of closer one to the post. 22.9. Mark right there where I see it right there. Distance. I'll come back up here. Fly across the airport. We'll go out into the VR, which is still right there. There's the airport Tri-Cities that we was talking about. It's gonna be right over 5 minutes let out in there. 20, did I say 10 miles over in there? Somewhere. Anyway, we know it's over there. That's just up over here, you know it's off to the west. It's actually west, southwest of the VOR. Down to about 10, they turn around. We'll circle over the wall. I don't want to circle up the mountain. I'll do that. Do me a turn around up here somewhere. What I'm going to do right now is I'm on this right here, so I can turn this around here to put a 234 is what it was. It's right back the same way it was, except it's backwards. That'll carry you back to the airport. The fuel is 43%, we're still good. Somebody just come in the F-18, 6-year-old kid, fixed to run over me one time. That's all they get if I get a chance. Maybe they'll go play in the mountains. Bull, no name, UCS and AI. So we don't have AI with me. I don't have the nose running. It's only when I'm not logged into it, things will be creating no extra claims. It's on that has node. I'm running in the background. But I'm not logged into it. As long as I don't log in, it shouldn't bring nobody over. And usually the other way around, the node picks up AI, not similar. All the people in the simulator will go into the node of AI earphone over there and logged in with my name on them. Oh, it's 16 miles out. I'm going to do a right hand turn about 90 degrees and do a 270 to the left. We'll get out past this balance right do that right get it away. Come right back in somewhere around where we're at, one the opposite direction. Put my turner on the button, I'll do my turning. 5 miles. It don't matter if we're over the VOR or what. When we get 20 up in there, you're gonna get over the VOR on Wakeman's Mountain here. I'll use this big valley on the right up in there to turn around in. Try to turn around the other side with nothing in the way, but it would be as interesting, would it? Now, I haven't done this right here in this area before. I just saw that this is the way it's done. Where they teach you the flight simulator in the training school in flight simulator to do put the plane back in the same place. It turns around. They teach you to turn it 190 degrees to the right or left and bring it back around 270 the other way. Here we go. 90 degrees is right along there. As soon as the plane straightens up or gets started straightening up, turn it right back around the other direction. It says fly about 4 or 5 seconds, but I think they're talking about a jet. Just lighten up, fly just a little ways and bring it right around. Now here we go. Let's get up in these little valleys, mountains. And we're going to fly just like that. Second or two. Plane straight down now. It's time to turn back around, all the way back around. We don't want to pass the center of the reverse drill ship turn right on the wrong way. Keep the hand on the side so it keeps turning that direction until you get too soon. There's the airport set up in the little valley. Maybe a nudge you could mark into. Come around here now to 234. We'll pick up our Right there. Let it straighten out. We'll see how close we are to our bar. So the bar's coming back center now. That's where we were. We're back to about where we were, going opposite direction. But not bad off at all. Actually going to be closer than I expected. It was right on that bar. Couldn't have that be much better. That was a pretty good turnaround. That bar is right back where it was. Now I'm within a few feet of exactly where I was. Opposite direction. That's turning it around. In fact, that surprised myself that time, to be honest with you. Now we're going to come down another notch or two. The airport's 1,500. I don't know how tall the mountains around the airport is. They're well above it though, so can't get too low here. We're going to be 22.6 here when we get there. We'll get there about 2021. We'll be preparing to land. At that point, we'll be looking at the airport though. This says we're real close. We're going to come back in here again though. 4, 5, 2, 3, 4. This bar's closing up. And the airport is sitting there a little out of the turn. But the haircut go 22.6 from that. By then we should be already on the ground. Now we got a little ledge here. We got to watch this. And I have to go back up a little and swing around it. I don't want to swing around it. I don't want to go back up either. I have it. Slow down here to about 85. Now what I'm fixing to do is prepare for stability and landing in a tight airport. All the throttle that most planes like it don't have. I've had this plane myself. Come down another 1,000. I know. Flaps are full. Plane fix stabilize itself. And we're on line here. 1,500 feet is the airport. Nothing in our way at this. We'll see where we have when we level off here. We're 5.5 miles away from the airport right now. It's 22.6. We should be straight in front of us. We're still coming down. This mountain's getting pretty close on us. So I can always jack it back up and hold it. I think I'm still alright. Couldn't bet on it. Come on. I'm hoping to level off before I get to this mountain there. That's 1,000 feet above the actual airport right there. But these mountains here are above the airport too. Starting to wonder now. Get down the trees, start to look tall. I don't want to get in them. There we're leveled off. We should be alright. I'm going to go back to 80.
500.
500 feet above the ground.
500.
1,000 feet above the airport. These mountains are 500 feet high at this point above the airport. Coming down now, we're getting out of this mountain. There's our airport sitting right there, I do believe. It's pretty good there. Now, actually,
500.
it's showing me slipping on my bar toward the mountain. I'm going to give me a couple degrees. I'll go to the bar, not the airport. So that could be not the airport. I believe it is, but pretty sure it's it, but drop another 1,500. We're only going to be 500, 600 still, so
500.
let me hold that right there now. Go back inside here.
500.
Bring this up. Right there. I'm going to bring this up down here in front of me where I see it better. These right here all the way to the direction. I don't leave this one no more. We're going to come down another more slowly.
500.
70.
500. 500.
So 500. But you get out of these little ridges here. Maybe I'm coming down too much for that ridge right now. once you cross that ridge. Actually, 500 close to me today. 15.5, yeah, close enough. I think you take over. That's our airport right there. We are 21 right now. Is how off the VOR. Let's take over here. There we go. We're in charge. Don't need none of that. Throttle back. Keep enough throttle to keep them in the air. Get her down. Now the airport, the trees are tall here. I might have to be in them just to get to the airport. Got an airplane on the other end of the runway. I'm not going to kick him on account of it.
Approaching minimums.
I wish he'd stay put till I got down. I may run over him, but still wish he'd stay put till I got down. I'm not going to go around on account of him. I'm going to land.
Minimums.
We're getting down to 70 now. Back down to 70 knots. Watch out, trees. Clip the tops out of them.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10. 10.
Slow down. A little heavy, but we're going to buy that right there. Now, he didn't sit there like I got gone. He could have sat there. That right there make you want to kick him out. Saw me in the runway, then decided to. I know I saw him first, but he was sitting still. And he knows I was on the. If it had been me, I'd actually give him the runway at that point and got off of it instead of trying to take off. I was one wrong, but at the same time, it's my game. Take my choice, go home. Okay. Set this right here at the brake. Get inside this one. I want to turn all these off. We decided down was off. Bring the fuel switch back up. Close that and this. And I believe that'll kill the engine. Now we're going to take these two here off. That's everything. Alright, that's it for this little flight. This is Town Dog, and I'll be checking out saying bye-bye. Let's take one more look outside the plane. Look at this pretty little plane. Here we go. There's it right there. This is Town Dog. This is a bye-bye. If this thing will quit, I'm gone. Catch you later. It ain't gonna quit by itself. Okay, I'll go ahead and do it with my hands.